This is Drips News, your source for up-to-the-minute insights on today's top stories. Stay tuned as we dissect President Trump's volatile trade policies, Elon Musk's controversial influence, and a fiery denial from Panama's president. Don't forget to follow us online for real-time updates. President Trump's erratic trade maneuvers are sending shockwaves through the business world. His on-again, off-again tariff war with major trading partners has triggered widespread uncertainty, forcing companies to halt investments and scramble to adapt. Critics are blasting the policies as stupid and intentionally chaotic. Businesses are struggling to navigate the fluctuating landscape, with one CEO already reducing shipments. Experts warn of severe, long-term repercussions for the U.S. economy. Now, will these trade tensions ease, or is this just the beginning? In a stunning reversal, President Trump has partially retracted the recently imposed tariffs on Mexican and Canadian goods, a mere 2 days after their introduction sent markets into turmoil. This isn't the first about-face, leaving businesses reeling from the instability. The exemptions offer temporary respite, expiring on April 2nd, coinciding with planned retaliatory tariffs. Industry leaders are voicing concerns about the lack of long-term predictability, stalling critical investments. While roughly half of Mexican and 38% of Canadian goods receive exemptions, including essential potash, the reprieve remains precarious. What does this mean for the future of trade relations? Former President Trump has curtailed Elon Musk's power over federal staffing in response to growing outrage over Doge's sweeping cuts. While collaboration with Doge on spending and workforce reductions is encouraged, Trump declared department leaders retain final personnel authority. This decision addresses concerns from cabinet members, lawsuits, and voter anxiety over Doge's drastic measures. Trump stressed the need for a precise, scalpel approach to streamlining government, not a destructive hatchet. This marks a significant check on Musk's influence as he seeks to reshape the federal landscape. But how will Musk respond to this limitation? Bombshell data reveals former President Trump has consistently inflated U.S. trade deficits with key partners, including Canada, Mexico, China, and the EU. Commerce Department statistics expose massive discrepancies between Trump's claims and reality. For instance, a claimed $200 billion deficit with Canada is actually closer to $35.7 billion. Similar exaggerations plague figures for Mexico, China, and the EU. These inflated numbers have served as justification for tariff policies, despite being demonstrably false. Trump has paused tariffs on Canada and Mexico until April 2nd. Is this misinformation intentional? And what are the true motivations behind these policies? Canadians are fiercely resisting U.S. tariffs. Businesses and consumers nationwide are actively boycotting American products, with one Toronto pizza owner switching to Canadian and Italian ingredients. This backlash stems from growing animosity towards the U.S. and its leader after recent tariff threats. Vacations south of the border are being canceled, and Canadian-made goods are surging in popularity. This united front, emerging amidst political upheaval, could reshape Canada's election year landscape. The Canadian government has retaliated with matching tariffs, escalating the trade war. Can this escalating conflict be averted? Former President Trump is doubling down on his attacks against Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, accusing him of exploiting trade disputes for political gain. Trump claims Trudeau is using the tariff issue to boost his image ahead of a potential run for Prime Minister, despite Trudeau's resignation announcement. Meanwhile, Ontario Premier Doug Ford is pleading for de-escalation and USMCA renegotiation, urging both countries to drop tariffs and revisit the agreement Trump once championed. This saga underscores the deeply complex and persistent trade tensions between the two nations. Where do Canada-USA relations go from here? Former President Trump has delayed tariffs on Mexican goods under USMCA, citing a strong relationship with President Claudia Sheinbaum and cooperation on border security and fentanyl prevention. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick hinted at a similar delay for Canada, contingent on fentanyl trafficking progress. Trump praised Scheinbaum while blasting Trudeau for alleged political exploitation of the tariff situation. Trudeau has been equally critical, bracing for a potential trade war. Ontario Premier Doug Ford is pushing for USMCA renegotiation. The tariff news and uncertainty surrounding Canada sent stocks plummeting on Thursday. Is this a temporary truce, or is a full-blown trade war still on the horizon? Tesla shares are in free fall, plummeting 40% since Elon Musk's ascendance in the Trump administration. Initial investor optimism has evaporated amid concerns over Musk's controversial political involvement and its impact on Tesla. The stock has surrendered most of its post-election gains. Beyond politics, Tesla faces fierce competition, especially from Chinese automakers. Recent sales figures paint a grim picture. European sales crashed 50% in January. China saw a 29% drop, and U.S. sales declined by 16%. Analysts attribute this slump to intensifying competition and shifting market dynamics, casting a shadow over Tesla's future. Is this the beginning of the end for Tesla's dominance? Panama's President José Raúl Mulino is vehemently denying Donald Trump's claim that the U.S. is reclaiming the Panama Canal. Trump's statement alludes to a U.S.-led consortium, including BlackRock Inc., acquiring a controlling stake in a company operating key ports. Mulino insists Panama retains complete control, denouncing Trump's statement as a lie and an insult to Panama's national dignity. The Panamanian government maintains that the sale is a private transaction, free from U.S. pressure. This dispute reignites a long-standing debate about U.S. control of the crucial waterway. Is Trump's claim a dangerous exaggeration, or is there more to this deal than meets the eye? That's all for tonight's Drips News, but don't go anywhere. The truth is always evolving. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and join us again next time for more hard-hitting insights. Until then, stay thirsty for knowledge.